The Brooklyn Nets picked up their 11th win in 14 games on Monday night with a convincing 112-100 victory over the Washington Wizards. It was the Nets' third win against the Wizards so far this season. Kevin Durant had 30 points, 6 assists, 9 rebounds, and his fellow running mate Kyrie Irving chipped in with 24 points. The Nets are now 8-1 in their last 9 games and are the 4th seed out in the East. Don't look now, but here come the Brooklyn Nets. How's it going, everyone? Luca Rosano here, back with another video. In this video, I will tell you why the Brooklyn Nets are indeed back and why they're a legitimate contender. Please drop a like on the video. It does help the algorithm a ton. And please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. We're both 50 subs away from 28K, guys. So if we could get that with this upload, that would be greatly appreciated. Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets have come full circle. The Brooklyn Nets have forced their way back into the ranks of the East's top teams, a position they seem sure to hold until off-season chaos carried into the year and nearly blew the team apart. I mean, what the Nets went through over the last couple of months, some franchises don't even go through over a decade. Let's take a look at what happened with this Brooklyn Nets organization, shall we? Kevin Durant demanded a trade, and Kyrie Irving sought his own route out of town. KD would later ask for both head coach Steve Nash and top executive Sean Marks to be removed in a they go or I go ultimatum. There was also Irving's suspension for promoting an anti-Semitic film and initially refusing to apologize, Nash's firing, Ben Simmons' health concerns and effectiveness on the court, Kevin Durant's public knocks on teammates, and injuries that riddled this team up and down the roster. Crazy, I know. Still, somehow, after all that, here are the Brooklyn Nets, winners of 8 of their last 9 games, boasting a mark of 17-12 that would give them home court advantage in a first-round playoff series if the playoffs started today. But beyond the winning, the vibes are finally back for this team. Now, Brooklyn has had the benefit of having an easy part of their schedule, which they have definitely taken advantage of. But I say this many times, great teams beat the teams they're supposed to. Of its 8 victories since November 27th, only 1 came against the team that currently has a winning record. That was the very first win of this surge, a 111-97 victory over a Portland Trailblazers team missing Damian Lillard. After that, the Nets took out the Magic, Wizards, Raptors, Hornets, Hawks, and Pacers before beating the Wizards again on Monday night. The Portland win and their most recent Washington win came by double figures. Durant and the Nets know what the critics can say of their ship-righting couple of weeks, and they don't care. KD acknowledged the Nets have taken advantage of a soft part in the schedule, but he still likes what he's seen. This is what he had to say. For the most part, I like the brand of basketball we played on both ends of the floor. Regardless of who was on the court, we still played our system. The Nets are within their rights to enjoy the results of this run, and at least this is bringing positive attention to them because for a long time, it seemed like they only attracted the negative kind. The Nets' return to the contention conversation is mostly about players performing the way they're supposed to. It starts with the man, Kevin Durant. He is averaging 32 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 5.6 assists on a stellar 62.9% shooting during the Nets' 8-1 stretch. Kyrie Irving has been great as well. He is at 25.5 points per game on 48.4% shooting in that same window. And both Seth Curry and Joe Harris are finally letting it go from deep at the rates that we expected, as they are drilling it 42.4 and 46.3% from downtown since November 27th, respectively. TJ Warren has also returned to the floor after 2 years on the shelf, and though his role has been limited, he's provided efficient secondary scoring as well as another dangerous shot creator with first option experience. Ben Simmons also logged 10 points, 8 boards, and 5 assists on 5 of 9 shooting against Washington. He's only played in 4 of the Nets' last 9 games while battling a calf injury, but he was on the best run of his brief Brooklyn career prior to that. The Nets, they obviously have flaws. They aren't perfect. They still need more depth up front behind Nick Claxton, and Simmons' health will remain a concern until he stays on the floor long enough to prove it isn't. But when you add up Kevin Durant's reliable dominance, Kyrie Irving playing like the old Kyrie and not getting distracted by anything off the court, you can't overlook this Brooklyn Nets team. And let's not forget, the only defeat on the Nets schedule this month came against the number 1 seed Boston Celtics. Now, are the Nets on the same level as the Celtics and Milwaukee Bucks as Eastern Conference elites? I'm not sure yet, but when the Nets are clicking on all cylinders, they certainly have what it takes to be there. Whatever you do, don't write the Nets off. Any team that can make it back from where they just were makes anything seem possible. And another thing I want to highlight here is the play of Kyrie Irving, who looks re-engaged. The guard has averaged 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 5.3 assists on 47.9% shooting over his last 6 games. Most importantly, he has stayed out of the headlines and made it a point to keep the focus on basketball. And this is what Irving had to say, and I quote, "Let's just go win ball games." That's really what the attitude is, Irving said following Monday's win. No more excuses, more distractions, no more just throwing in these surprise injuries. We just want everybody to be healthy, everybody to have fun and come in and play their game, close quote. Also, Jacque Vaughn needs to get a ton of credit for this team's turnaround as well. Kyrie Irving said it best. He said his team's increased effort is a byproduct of Vaughn's attitude. And I quote, "Jacque's made it very clear that if you're not playing hard enough, he's going to let you know about it." The Nets are 13-5 since Vaughn was officially named head coach. Vaughn spoke about his team's resurgence pregame Monday, pointing to connectivity and collective buy-in amid recent success. And I quote, "I think we've committed ourselves to playing for and with each other. And that started on the defensive end of the floor. We just asked the guys to play hard. At the end of the day, you can cover up a lot of things by just playing hard, so we've taken that approach for most nights," close quote. That statement rang true as Saturday when the Nets took down the Indiana Pacers. They were without their top 8 rotation players. Now Vaughn's squad are currently enjoying 3 days off before they travel to Canada for a matchup with the Toronto Raptors on Friday night. What do you think about the Brooklyn Nets right now? Do you think they are indeed back, or do you still need to see more from them before you make such a statement? I think the Brooklyn Nets are back, and I think when it's all said and done, this team will be amongst the elite. We still got to see more, of course, and obviously we got to see how the Nets fare against stiffer competition, elite competition. But before the start of the season, I did pick this Nets team to go to the NBA Finals, and I'm not one to back down on my original pick. So the Brooklyn Nets, I think, will be A-okay, and so far they're showing that they are just fine. Let me know your comments in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit a like on the video, and please subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you enjoyed this video that much, please share with a friend. Every bit of help goes a long way in supporting this channel. That is it for me. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is Luca Rosano signing off, and I'll catch you all again in the next video.